everyone, it's Julia. A few videos ago, I did a thrift haul and I picked up 4 different apparel items. I'm going to link that video down below for you. I did a couple non-apparel items too that I just did a little change to, a little redo. So I'll link that video like it's down below, but I'm going to work on 2 of the apparel items today. This gray sweatshirt. It has a cute little zipper on the side, and it already came with a striped shirting at the bottom and also a striped cuff. Then I have this one as well that I got the same day. I love it. It's a very lightweight, long sleeve, hooded shirt. Great for Minnesota summers. And it has the word Perham. It's a town really close to where I live. And I'm going to cover that part up. Again, this one's going to be a really easy, just a little embellishment that I'm going to do. Might keep this one for myself. Because I really do like this shirt. Otherwise, I sell at a little flea market in the summertime. So I'm just getting some of these ready for my summer. For this one, I've already picked out several black and white prints. This one it looks like math. I don't know. Something that I'm not familiar with. It looks like geometry or something. It was really a cute print though. This ticket, and then just a couple other ones here. And I already put on the back of each of these strips some heat and bond light. So this is a paperback adhesive. And I'll be removing that paper to expose the adhesive, and then I will be pressing this on. My idea on this is to do some kind of a braid look just down this side to offset the zipper that's on this side. I'm going to just see how it goes. Like I said, it's just going to be something kind of unique and quick. I'm going to remove the paper on all of them, and then I'm going to get started. I'm going to try to do like a basket weave on this, wanting to get it fairly straight with the stripes and also just the same distance from the side seam. So I'm just kind of getting that somewhat straight. I was thinking of putting this piece on here. This is a fabric that looks like a ticket. It has a lot of interest to it, and I really like it, but I think I might try to save it, and maybe I'll put it on the back side. I do have a couple pieces left over from the cutting that I did, and I might just do a little extra on the back. I really like this. I like a little bit of pop of color. I'm going to go and I'm going to iron this on now, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'm going to stick it right here. I don't think anybody's ever really going to use. Oh no, it's not even a pocket. It's just all a decorative zipper. So I'm not sacrificing a pocket or anything. I am just going to iron that right here, and I'm going to stitch that on. And now for the back side, I'm still thinking I might stick a little something something. It's to my sewing machine. I did remove my throat so that my open throat is exposed. I just find that that's an easier way I don't have to be so careful about catching the back of it. I have my free motion foot on. I have my feed dogs dropped. I have gray thread on the top and like a white bobbin thread in the bobbin. Bobbin thread's just a little lighter weight. And what I'm doing on this, I already started, but I'm going up and down and over, and then I don't want to cross where the weave is underneath because I want it to continue to look like it's underneath. So then oops, I'm stopping and then I'm continuing on and just starting over on each of these little ones. So it's taking a little bit more time. So right now I'm right on this end part, just dropping my feet my foot, making sure that's down, and I'm doing the moving on this. So I'm just taking off and I'm just edge stitching. And because I'm doing the moving, it gets a little wonky, but it's it's fine. You can go over it twice if you really want it to. Like right now, I'll go over this again and just maybe even get off a little bit more to make it look like, oh, that was supposed to be that way. So now this one, I'm gonna start right here, go all the way down, up and around, and end there, and then break my thread, and then finish it off right here. I'm going to go over that again just because it is kind of wavy, and I'm just going to make it a little bit more wavy. I got all my strips sewn on, and also the ones on the back. And then I thought one more thing would be kind of fun on this is I have this big tub of buttons, colored buttons, and there's just a little bit of color on this, and I thought it'd be fun to take and just put a row of buttons the same color. And then also there's 3 buttons down here, and I'm going to remove the little black buttons and then place the colored buttons. And these are a little bit bigger buttons than the black ones, but I don't think anybody's going to actually close that anyway. So it's just more for decorative. Now on to this one. I have this denim pocket that I cut off the back from a back of a pair of jeans. I'm going to stick that right on the top of this. And then I have this wonderful fabric. I think this is an old Tim Holtz fabric, but I really like, of course, it's right in the middle. I'm going to cut the one out in the middle here, but I really like this particular letter. It just says Air 6 cents. It's just really cool. And the whole thing is complete too. And the colors are perfect. So I'm going to take that. I did put some glue stick on the back of this to hold it into place. And I'm just going to take my iron and just heat set that glue. I'd like to do something to the cords. Let's see here. You're really not going to see the design on this piece of fabric, but you're going to see the color, and that's more what I'm after. I'm going to stitch this on first, and I'm going to use the same colored gold thread that's on this pocket. Probably just do an applique stitch around this. And then when I sew it on to here the same way, I'm just going to leave the raw edges. But I am going to stitch 1/4 inch away using that same gold color thread. And then for this, I'm going to just use a cream colored thread, both on the top and the bottom. And probably just do some zigzagging or something on there just to get it into place. I'm doing an applique stitch, or it looks like a blanket stitch, or buttonhole stitch. A zigzag would also work really well for this. I'm just going to go around this. I pinned my pocket into place and stitched around it using that gold thread. But you can't see it very well. And so what I thought I would do is try a new stitch. I don't think I've ever used this, but it looks like it's a multi-stitch or a stretch stitch. So it's going to go back and forth. I think. I'm not real sure, but we're going to try it. And maybe it'll be more bold. I'm going to try to stitch on pretty much the exact same stitch line. Oh yeah, you can see it a lot better. In fact, it almost looks exactly like this one. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. I changed to a cream colored thread, and I have it on a wider zigzag. On my machine, I have it set at a 6, and I'm just going to zigzag this and then do the same to the other one. I hope you enjoyed these 2 quick projects. Simple, but very quick to do, and just something just to spruce up a couple thrifted shirts. I hope you have a chance to create this week. I'm going to share some pictures at the end. Bye for now.